Look, I mean, it's no mean thing to come and play first class cricket. I enjoy doing it, and this is the path I took to go up there. And if this is what I have to do to get back or do whatever it is, I have no such intentions in my head as of now. I'm not even thinking about what's lying ahead. But I did enjoy playing today. So it was game time. Game time, nevertheless, is always good for you. Uh, whatever format you're playing in the middle is always going to be good. So I enjoyed doing it.
Ashwin, you were bowling a lot of leg spinners during the IPL. You were not bowling as many here. So is that a conscious effort back to your off spinners kind of thing?
So nothing like that. But if I see there is an opportunity to do it again, then I'll probably go ahead and do it. If you saw all the leg spinners that bowled today, they went for 50, 55 runs. So rotating strike against that was slightly more easier. And for me, I thought I've developed a couple of other balls. I don't bowl the carom ball from the top. I bowl it from underneath now, so it's not giving a lot of trajectory to the batsman that sits and just grips a bit. So I've developed a few other variations to go along with the normal off strike. Like I said, there's a good place and a good spectacle to try and see how your variation will go.
Though it's not in your hand, given a chance, would you like to play Ranji Trophy or probably the A2 to New Zealand, probably where they're saying that they are trying to make, the board is trying to make customized wickets so that the players get an
If you
idea.
customize it, doesn't become doctor.
I don't know. There's Hamilton and all, they're saying they're trying to prepare wickets.
Okay, I don't know about what you're trying to say, but I haven't heard of anything like that. But like I told you, any game time is valuable game time, and it is very important. We had Varun around bowling at 145 kicks today, so that's a practice that you cannot replicate when you're back home. You can't get that in club cricket, not anywhere that you go to. So that's like I said, Shreyas Iyer is no mean batsman to bowl to, nor is Manoj Tiwari. These are good players of spin that I'm testing myself up against. So it is good practice. Obviously, there's going to be massive difference in terms of speed of the wicket and bounce and all that. But as far as the basics go, this is how it's going to be. And my mental preparation towards what speeds I should be bowling and all that is etched up here. And I think we're going pretty early to Australia as well. As and when the squad is picked and it's deemed fit for us to meet.
Ashwin, given the fact that you're playing one format of the game, and you said that you're trying to work on various variations and everything, but is it true, or do you agree to the fact that basically they say the generally Test cricket is all about having a stock delivery and not trying too much and sticking to that
I
one
think it's all
particular
based
thing?
on success. If you're successful, they're going to say it's right, and if it's not, you're always going to have opinions. For the better part of the first 150 wickets that I picked, people kept on saying and trying variations. All the greats and the big people kept on saying the same thing, and I knew I wasn't doing it. And these are all opinions that are made and created by people for which I have to keep giving answers to. I don't have the time anymore. I just want to enjoy the game.
You've been generally you're very stats guy. You know your stats pretty well. Have you ever sat back and reflected and see that your stats actually say that you are much higher than what generally people talk to you about? And
Like I said, I'm battling most of the times the benchmarks I've created for myself, and unfortunately, people don't take that into consideration. I don't expect them to do it because it's never been an Indian way. So I'm not worried about it. Like I said, if I sit back and I have to think, I still keep picking 5-6 wickets a test match. So uh, that's all one can do, and I'm far more mature than what I was. I'm picking wickets every 25-27 runs now. So when I started bowling in one of those test matches in Sydney, for me it was all about going after wickets. When all I had heard from experts is bowlers should bowl for wickets, and once I did that, they flipped and said I should be bowling tight and giving break to the fast bowlers. So this is eventually the wall that I hit all along, and for me to actually realize the battle is within myself and not to keep on looking at people about what they are saying. Unfortunately, India has made that way, but I've learned on it.
have you buried your away series thing, which is obviously been major part of your this thing?
Genuinely speaking, it's up to you all to say if I buried it because I don't care anymore.
You kept Ashwin, you kept
about
saying
the ball.
that game time is important and they can't be replaced in nets or whatever. But you're one of the few bowlers who can actually bat very well and can take a team to victory. So, given that, you think you will be disappointed with the way the things panned out in today's match, at least because you were pretty close. You took the
Yeah,
team.
I thought we came pretty close, but we always knew that the ball got really scuffed up and it was going to start. It's actually started dragging towards the end. Even the quicker ball started to spin a bit. I think it was more the state of the ball rather than actually the pitch itself. It got scuffed up, and we had to get a few boundaries. In that claim, I got out, and we knew it was going to be tough for the new batsmen to come through. But the spinners had 5-6 overs, but we had to take a chance. Maybe flip side, I will try and bat a couple of more overs before I take a chance.
Ashwin, just one question, Mr. Reddy. You have spoken about the SG test. Virat has come to the press conference in Hyderabad and said that he wants dukes everywhere. Like before going to Australia, probably you are playing Ranji Trophy. You're trying to win a match for Tamil Nadu with the SD Test ball and all, and then suddenly again Kokapura, the change. Does it really bother you right now? Like if the change happens suddenly, playing 2-3 Ranji matches and suddenly going to Australia.
No, actually, because see, I think for a bowler, it's not quite about the ball or necessarily the conditions. It's about trying to adapt and understanding that pace of the wicket and what that wicket requires. Sometimes we can go on and off because of that particular bit. Even if you're going to go 20-25 days earlier, you still have to understand that Australia plays their lifetime in Australia, so they are going to have a bit of an edge in terms of conditions. All we can do is try and learn from the past and try and be that bit better than what we were the last time. So if I'm going to bowl with the SG ball and if I'm going to turn up for Tamil Nadu and do well and if my rhythm is good, that's all I'm looking for as a bowler.
Have you seen your juniors, Kuldeep and Yajuvendra? How do you assess their bowling as a spinner?
They've done incredibly well. I I haven't genuinely. I think to be in a technical dissection, it's something that I haven't watched that closely enough. But I think they've done extremely well, and you have to credit them for what they've done. As you see as we are seeing where we stand as a spin cupboard for India, I think it's pretty healthy.
When you look at them as your juniors and also
I
as
don't
your
look at them
rival
as my juniors.
and also as your rivals or competitors, how would you rate them? I mean, like purely in terms of from what you've seen all these years playing as a senior pro, how do you rate them?
I mean, Kuldeep's got everything. He's got the leg break, he's got the googly, he's receiving batsman as of now, and people are finding it very hard to pick him. Uh, the challenge, I think, as a bowler that somebody will face is only with time as people start playing you better. It's only bound to happen in international cricket. How well you adapt to those sort of challenges being thrown, and the mill of the international cricket where you keep going through the year. All these are going to be the challenges they'll face, but I'm sure they've got enough skill sets and enough support around the team to actually do very well. So I'm very positive about it.
What's your final take on this wrist versus finger spinner debate, which is now running in Indian cricket?
Like they say, the earth spins. I'm sure everything will spin around. It's only a matter of time, I guess. Uh, Most often than not, Indian cricket is built on perception, and I'm sure it will continue to do it.
ये है ABP न्यूज आपको रखे आगे।